Hey, it's Laura. Welcome back. It's time to see another one of my Hyperstamper junk journals. This one is a beautiful, almost 100 years old, and it's all intact here. And I've added this really cool chain. It's a vintage chain down the side, and it's on a bulb pin, so you can take that off and wear it. It's quite lovely, and it's a good length. It goes right over your head. I've got some matching ribbons here to this spectacular cover with the silver, the black, the deep black, and that beautiful brilliant blue. Once there was a print, so this could be a wonderful journal to capture memories of your father, your brother, your husband, or just some wonderful male figures in your life, or just enjoy it because it's a really fun title. Look at the little wheat shack there. So I'm going to show you all of the vintage and antique ephemeras in here, including postcards. We've got a beautiful cabinet card in here. We've got a beautiful embroidered doily and lots of cool finds over the last 150 years. So let's take a look before I put it in my Etsy shop. So that is the original first page. I love the colors of it. It's the imaginary storyland, I think, of the place where the book takes place. And I got this find from a very, very old edition of Marco Polo. And so I just made it a little page edge there. And I put a little very old advertisement here for fine furs on top of a children's book page. And then, like I said, this beautiful sort of an applique type doily. And then in here is a really cool Father's Day card, or sorry, Father's Valentine's Day card. And you can see the baseball threading down the sides, and these are really cool pictures here that Dad might have loved. Isn't that great? I just love, love, love old greeting cards. So you can journal on the inside and outside of that as well. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it so much. And then over here is a page from a library book, and it still had that library card in it. Due date, but it was never taken out, which is probably why it ended up in the for sale pile. Some vintage Monopoly money as always to journal on the back of, and this is a great page out of the 1925 Looking Through the Looking Glass, Alice Wonderland. This is just a vintage page. You can journal on the back of it. It's got the red C there, and this is a 1950s tatting and crocheting book cover page, like at 29 cents. It tells you how old it is. And this is from that same 1925 book. This is one of the few plates in the book. It's absolutely beautiful, and there's Alice with the knight on the horse there. I love it. It's beautiful. So I didn't attach it, so somebody, if they wanted to take it out and do something else with it, they could. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Great. And then we've got this great 1959 children's sticker book page. They are actually pasted in by children. And a 1940s theater arts magazine page. Hello, Lacey. Lacey's come to visit. Little squirrel down here. She must have known there was going to be squirrels. She loves them. And then that is from 1927, 1930 children's book page. And here's one of these beautiful early 1900s postcards. And this is from South Dakota. And I rarely find anything from South Dakota because I almost always try to include something in a journal I sell to somebody, especially if they're a new purchaser, from the place that they're from. So when I get a South Dakota sale, I'll have a postcard for them because I actually had two of these. Another one not exactly the same, but very similar. So this one I can put back in here. It's beautiful. And then this is a great 1950s needlework magazine page, double-sided, of course, an antique music sheet behind here. And this is a oh, that was Lacey. She just knocked over my, never mind. Scared the gobs out of me. Okay, we have this little kitten here and little bunny over here. There's from Beatrix Potter, of course, from the 1930s. And then that's a blank Simple Simon piece there with space to journal on. That is from 1930s Girls' Own Annual. And this is one of my favorite 1800s children's book pages. Look at the little letter blocks there. Can you see look at the little faces on them, the little legs and arms. They're just so silly. I love them. And then here is just an 1895 Youth's Companion, and the funny letters. It's the opposite side of that. I just love it. I love it so much. This is just a double-sided plate here. It's from Farmland in Sussex County, England. And then if you flip it open, you can journal down here. A little pocket up there on top of another 1930s children's book page. 1927 again, 1951. And this is a very old, almost 100 years old little flash card. And that is, you match the little numbers with the card. And I just very lightly glued that on so somebody can take it off if they want. And there's just another vintage piece here and a great 1800s arithmetic page there. You can journal on the back of that as well. A 1904 English garden book, just gorgeous. I love how the foxing is and the color of the pages are just so different. And then I've got a tri-pocket here that I made, just a little mini journaling card there from a magazine from the 40s. And another little plate here, journal in the back of. And this adorable little children's book page here, We Live Together. So that's sweet. So lots of fun pieces there. And that's all mounted on top of this, sorry, I'm trying to work around the camera, vintage pattern page there. And then I've got this, I love this. Gee, can you guess where that was sent from? It looks like a roller stamp. They would have just rolled it right across Buffalo, New York. And then this is a vintage Trees of America book page. And then this is, actually, this is very early. This is probably 1800s here. Just a beautiful plate there. Little advertisement here. And over here, I've got 1970s receipt. So vintage, it's still got the carbon paper in it. It's actually 2 pages. And then this great little advertisement here. Look how fun that is. It's very brittle. It's probably going to crack in half, but it's super, super old. Look at this little girl with the bread. Oh my gosh. So really, really special. Red, white, and blue for my American friends advertisement down there. I love it. Those are just really fun pieces. And then we've got a Child's Garden of Verses from the 20s there. In that pocket, some lace here. And this is a plate from an antique book about antique portraits. Pulled that from a book, A Wonderful Monday. And another 1950s page here. Beautiful piece of crochet here. And then this is also from the early 1900s, the ostrich. People were fascinated with ostriches. And that is a hand-typed research page about 1887. A vintage ledger page. Children's book page, nature throughout North America page here for trees. And then over here, you've got a great space to journal on. That's an original signature page from a book. And then I made a little pocket on the other side. And if you pull that out, this is also from 1913. And that is also a Girl's Own annual page. Different kind of type. They don't always have the same toppers on their pages. They sort of change them every decade. And then over here, more children's illustrations, really fun. Just a little scrap here from the 1800s. And this is the original last page of the book. I hope you love it as much as I loved making it. It's going in my Etsy shop now, hyperstamper.etsy.com. Don't forget to subscribe, and come back soon. Oh, I'm gonna go have a coffee.